Thank you, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. I've played sports all my life, and injuries are just part of sports, right? I can still hear my coach. Are you hurt? Or are you injured? Of course, hurt meaning suck it up, let's keep playing. Injured meaning let's get to the sidelines. I always got them things confused because I'm always like, I'm going to suck it up, I'm hurt. My freshman year of college, I found myself lying on my dorm room floor after practice with severe back pain. Couldn't touch my toes, couldn't sit, couldn't lay. I was in severe pain. 80% of us are going to experience low back pain at some point in our life. So really, looking around this room, I'm sure some of us have experienced it or had it. But over the next 15 years, I was in and out of the hospital dealing with low back pain. I've had 2 major surgeries on my back, and then I've had about 15 epidurals or different type of injections, and doctors are more than willing to throw drugs at all the problem. And what amazed me was every visit to the doctor seemed to end the same way. He'd put his arm around me, kind of look at me and say, Mitch, this is just something you're going to have to live with. And he'd kind of smirk inappropriately. See you in 12 months. See you in 6 months, a year, 3 years. And it all hit and came to a headway on my last epidural injection. And it really caused a different type of pain. And I walked out of there and I said, never again am I going to accept a treatment that is a Band-Aid just to mask the problem. Because it went from trying to fix something, which now I'm just trying to treat pain. That's all they were doing was treating pain and putting a Band-Aid on the problem. So what I want to talk to you guys today about is a couple methods of all natural that I've used to pretty much eliminate my low back pain. And I'm going to talk about 4 of them today. And they're very simple and easy. And I've tried many different things. The first one I recommend is get barefoot. And I've pretty much eliminated to a no heel raise shoe. And I could get all into the methodology behind it, but it was really introduced to me by one of my CrossFit instructors. And in the simpler way, we wear shoes today for fashion. Let's get these heels way up, smash my toes in the front, get feeling good, and really, they look good, but the body's not designed to have that heel raise. So I highly recommend going to a flat, and pretty much 95% of the time I'm in a flat shoe. Second, core. I think my old gym workouts, let's get under the bench press and look good for the beach. But when I hit the gym, or I recommend you go to the gym now, is focus on core. Yoga, Pilates, something that really focuses hard on the core. And I do mean squatting also. If any of you have kids or go to a playground, watch children. They have zero, most of the time, range of motion issues. And what do when they're tired of standing? They squat. They're comfortable down at that level. And the funny thing was, doctors told me not to squat. They said, you hurt your back, don't squat. My always response was, well, what do you want me to do when I gotta go to the bathroom? I never had a good answer for that one. So I recommend squatting, getting down in a deep squat, get comfortable, and increase your range of motion. Third thing, I do highly recommend chiropractor or deep tissue. I know Galena highly recommend deep tissue, or if I can't do it and get to somewhere, rolling with a lot of the foam rollers. But the muscles, as we get older, they get sticky. You really got to work them out. The only thing I recommend is make sure whoever you go to, they fall in line with your philosophy and your goals on what you want to do. And the fourth thing, and this is easy, don't sit down. And I really don't think there's that much in between here. If you really think about this, think about keeping your arm bent in 90-degree angle, your shoulder, for 8 hours a day, because most of us are bound to a desk in a lot of our jobs. Imagine if you left your arm that way and the next morning you'd be lucky to get your hand up to your face to eat breakfast. But we sit all day and maybe every hour get up for 2 minutes and think the stiffness is not common. So I recommend don't sit down. The hardest thing about that, you know what it was for me? Is walking into work and telling everybody I don't sit down anymore. People looked at me, what are you doing, man, standing up? Funny thing about it too is, I look around now, you can go down the hall, somebody else has got a stand-up desk. A little bit further down the hall, I got somebody else on a stand-up desk. It's really, over the last 4 years, I've pretty much eliminated my low back issues. So what I challenge you all is to don't sit down, and let's all stand up and get rid of back pain. Thank you.